This is a video tour of Susan and Christoph and Susan's mum Hannah's amazing and truly historical house in Palling, which is a suburb of Bavaria in Germany.
These hook off like that. They hook on. They hook
Simple,
on.
yeah.
They hook on and hook off, and then Susan's mum started making these ones, but she thought they were very boring. So her mum made that one, but then she started making these ones. See? Another one over here. Yeah, I think Hias might have made the round ones, but then Susan's mum made the fancy
Who
ones.
was that? Her dad's name?
Yeah.
Say it again, what was it?
Hias made the normal ones.
But he passed away a while ago, yeah?
Yeah, but this is going back like years and years ago now.
So this is the downstairs sort of entryway to the house. Actually, that's actually the back of the house there. That's the back of the house. And that's actually the front of the house. But to this side in here, Susan's mum Hannah lives. There's this one house. And then actually, this is actually a separate house. You go up here. And there's 2 levels upstairs, including the attic in which we're staying on, which is Susan and Christoph, which we'll get to later.
You see this cow?
Oh, hang on, there's a cow.
Susan's dad made Susan this cow. And this was in Australia. And anyway, when it's in a good mood, the tail was up. When it's in a bad mood, the tail was down. So every time we used to have a fight or something like that, I used to come downstairs and I used to put the tail down.
I went in here before and it's hot.
Yeah, all
The engine room, look.
yeah, so all this.
It's really hot in here.
Yeah, just see all
All the heating is...
Yeah, all these it pumps water through the walls.
No, this is Susan. This is for my mum and dad.
Okay. Hi, Dad. Sorry.
Lorraine and David. This is Susan. This is Sheldon's girlfriend.
It's a
from,
V24, you know. V24 uses about 28 litres an hour. Quite cheap stuff, yeah, but works
28
alright.
litres an hour of what?
Of fuel.
Of what type of fuel?
Well, it's a V24, you know.
No. She's just staring, you guys.
So that pumps all the water through the walls in the winter and to keep the place warm.
Keep it warm. Now, how many years old is this house?
The house is about, the walls are 400 years old.
400 years old.
And they're
They
about
are thick.
They're about,
Actually,
that's about
this is like a little shed here.
18
I don't know if you can tell here.
18 inches
Can you
thick.
see the windows in the middle of the wall? So it's as thick on. It's like maybe 2 feet thick. Yeah.
This is the barn.
We got through the house to the barn.
Normally my job when I come here is to cut the wood for the winter. With the
To
wood.
mow the grass, which we're going up.
Yeah, and that's a wood chipper there, see? So normally I get all the wood, it splits the wood.
Okay, we were talking about the lawnmower and the chopping of the wood. And this is actually their barn. And Susan and Christoph got married coming up to 3 years ago. Next month, August.
Yeah.
And they had their wedding in here. So this piece of paper that's here is remnants of... They had all decorations all up. And this here, Sheldon just told me, I don't know if you can see, but
That's a doorway.
this is a doorway. And they had this open so everybody could come in.
No, we had a stage set up just outside there with a tarp around it, and that's where the band. And
the band was.
Everyone made a show at the wedding, sort of.
So I'll just show you. So this is outside of that's their front yard out there.
That's the back.
Oh, the backyard. Sorry, Christoph's car just there. Anyway, we'll go out and show you. Hello.
Now this is one of my favourite parts. Of
We're in Hannah's house now. Hannah's side of
the
the house.
old house. Yeah,
This
old
is the
side.
original. The original.
This is one of my favourite parts. If you have a look down here. So let's have a quick walk down there and have a look.
So you can see there's a staircase up here and up there. Oh, and what do we do down here?
So you keep on walking down.
Oh,
This is a fridge that doesn't need energy. It's high-tech.
high-tech fridge.
High-tech fridge.
And how old is this down here, Susan?
About 400 years.
About 400 years old. Okay.
End of the 17th century.
Oh, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold down here.
Always the same temperature all year round.
Now bring a case of beer up for
Always
me.
the same. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. This is Hannah's kitchen.
Kitchen. Wood fire stove. That's like she'd cook on this. She's just got her stuff on there now.
She was cooking over here on the
Gas. That's
on the
fine.
gas this morning.
Yeah.
She's telling me all about the energy crisis here
So that's all.
because
that's
the gas is supplied by Russia and they're slowly cutting it off. They're down to 20% supply from Russia at the moment, and there's fear that they're going to cut it off altogether in the next couple of weeks.
The old pantry.
The old pantry.
Pantry is the
The
pantry.
pantry's as big as the kitchen.
Pantry's as big as the kitchen. And here is this is the only room that they ever renovated. Like when they had some money.
I've actually never been in here.
This is a very high-tech oven. You heat it once, and it will hold the warmth for a whole day.
Really?
That's where the hot air then comes out, and you can do the cooking in here.
So you really
have,
want to use this in the
very
winter?
High-tech iron. Yeah, it gets hot on there, and then you can.
Do you really
iron
use
your
it?
clothes with it? No.
I'm
Yep.
sure that
Don't need any energy. No energy. All high-tech.
Have a look here.
you got a baby seat,
Yeah,
a booster seat.
come back here and put the camera up on this roof. Keep on going.
Yeah, Mum and Dad made all these.
See the
All the engravings. This is
see see the year.
I know, I can see. Well, it's in German, obviously.
1976.
And this is when they renovated it.
Oh, they renovated it in
No,
1976.
Granddad made this. This is a really old, very valuable.
Oh wow, it would be worth a fortune.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's solid wood.
And it's got a
And your
secret
grandfather
hiding
made
spot in
this.
here.
Yeah, but have a look. Have a look.
Oh shit.
Secret hiding spot. You know, you can take this out, and then hopefully there'll be millions back there, but they're not. Or maybe actually, I've never looked. Maybe they are now. So you can see all the colour slides of Mum and Dad.
Is that the one that splits in
Slides.
half? Is that the one that splits?
Back on. I had to turn it off because Susan and Sheldon started waffling on too much.
We woken up every day.
This is very ancient.
Oops. Anyway, this is the old so-called harmonium. You push the pedals down there,
Yeah.
and that creates air, like in a
Yeah, which makes it- yeah,
compartment.
yeah,
And when you
yeah.
press this releases basically the air that then makes a sound. And it's actually from an old church, and Dad rebuilt it so we could play it. So you
No way. Your father?
And
Not
then
your
here-
grandfather's father. And sorry, this big thing we were talking about before was Susan's father's grandfather.
My great grandfather.
So her great grandfather built this. So certainly over 100 years old. Oh, sorry, shut that and open it again. So I can see. Ah, cool.
Yeah, so this is where they would have kept the treasures like the Holy Bible and very important things like this. You know what this is? This is a hammer, and you can actually open up this thing here, and it's got a compartment. You put tobacco in here, and you go like this, tock tock, and then you go. That's
Oh,
a
snuff, a
tobacco
snuff,
hammer.
snuff.
Snuff machine. Also snuff machine. More snuff machines. See, in the old days, it was very prestigious to have these. They were all handmade.
What is it?
This is also snuff, and this is usually the tail of a goat or a cow. If
What's
you
it
were
for?
a
What
rich
does it
farmer,
do?
like this is just afterwards you clean your clean your nose with it. So these were the essentials that you had to have, and if you're a really rich farmer, you had it out of glass, painted with gold, and you had your name put on it.
So is that this one?
That's the one, yeah.
Painted in gold?
Painted
When that
with
one
gold.
disappears, you'll know it's in my suitcase.
That's it, yeah. Also, this is something really old. This is my great-grandfather's from 1893. This is something to keep your treasures in.
1893.
Oh, what is it? What's it actually put in there? Hang on, let me see. What is this? Ah, this is an old fire for smoking, you know?
Like
This
a
is
lighter?
lighter.
Really?
Ancient lighter, yeah.
An ancient lighter. I wonder if it still works. Probably.
Echter Brazil Schnupftabak. There you go.
Sorry, we found Foster's in there.
Yeah, and very important. Like in the old days, this is also from the 17th century.
17th century?
17th century. Yeah, it's really well kept, isn't it?
17th century, you're right. I was just looking at all this detail. Did your did your ancestors carve this all in? Or your father?
Oh no, yeah, this is new. It's not old.
Oh, this is all new. Well, new being like in 80s something,
like
like
in the
40 years ago, or 70s or 80s.
1970.
1970 when they renovated this room.
My dad used to be a pipe smoker, so there are all these old pipes. Yeah. full of
These
tobacco.
weird things.
Tobacco.
Hang on, show me, show
They
me, show me,
probably
show
come
me, show me.
from.
Shell, do you know the pipes?
Oh gosh.
You fill them up with tobacco and light them, and
Wow.
then you clean them. You got there's a new fashioned bong,
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like some kind of bong.
and they had all sorts of variations on this one. Hang on, it's actually quite interesting. This is made from an old root. Yeah, so you
Oh,
put the
wow.
tobacco in here.
Oh wow, who made that? So
Oh.
one of your ancestors probably carved
Yeah.
that or something, yeah?
Yep. And these things,
My God.
and also you had one here made from the foot of a deer, and here these little things also decoration from a deer.
Take this from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what else is there? Oh yeah.
We were just in looking at all the pipes and stuff in that little cupboard thing there. And now this is the hallway, it's the front door.
And these.
And Susan just told me her mum made this. This is like a picture behind glass. You know, it's kind of really obviously Adam and Eve with the serpent.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
And these are from, we had an old horse and carriage, and these are the lights from the front.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh my God. So cool. And this is the Susan's mum's living room across the hallway. So I think she, not that she spends much time in here because she's always working. She's 80. How old is your
The
mum?
only warm room.
The only woman. How old is she?
86.
86. And she's still out working around the house. She's fit as a fiddle. She's unbelievable. And she looks just like Susan.
They're all worn out, as you see here. Very old. And you know, this is really hard.
You can't see in
Mum
this
and
light.
Dad would always know when I get home. I try to be really
Yeah,
quiet.
because-
Imagine walking up these, like I tried this. This was my favorite because then they wouldn't hear it like this. And this made a noise. And then I was like, oh fuck. And then by the time I got up there and put my foot out, I was like cranking it again. Oh, they know again that I'm home.
So that's the little bathroom.
Oh, a little toilet. Yeah, okay. Lots of toilets in this house.
Only one in this house.
Oh, only one in this
this
actual
side.
house. On this side of the house. There's more on the other side, Susan and Christoph's side.
But you know, this is nothing special. You don't need to film it. This is just her bathroom. Still 50s. You know, they didn't really have
The
a
pink.
bathroom.
Pink bathroom.
So there's-
This used to be Susan and her brother's room.
Yeah.
You only have one sibling, yeah?
Yeah. One's enough.
Matthias.
One's the pain enough.
He's all right. He's just a bit weird.
Um,
Susan was telling me this herself the other day. He's a bit weird. He's a bit like Sheldon of The Big Bang Theory, not my Sheldon.
Get this cupboard. This cupboard.
The cupboard there.
Yeah, see, 1835.
1835. Bloody hell.
This is actually from the 15th century. This comes from an
Ooh.
old. This is from
What is it? You open it up?
But the middle part is like it's just a yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What do you call it? But Dad used like he made the thing on the bottom new, but it came from a castle.
Yeah, I was going to say, we were at a castle. We were at a castle yesterday.
Yeah.
And we saw this statue of Mary holding dead Jesus.
Yeah.
And it was from the 15th century. And I
Yeah.
took a photo of it and then I deleted it going, meh, it wasn't anything
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
But this is also from the 15th century. So this is really special because it's in their home. Oh my God. So what room is this one?
This is just the oldest room that's never been renovated.
The
There you
oldest
see how they
room
made
that's
it.
never been renovated.
See here you can see.
Oh, there are
how
cracks
they
in the
did
ceiling.
it.
That's not acceptable.
Inside the walls, it was
Oh, look.
just the stones that we found in the fields, and then they'd have these sticks that they would put on there, and have just sand
Sticks.
and sand and a part of milk and straw, and that would become like a glue, and they would put all that on there, and then you see. And then have wire holding it all together. So really, this is very coarse. If you try to fix it, this is going to all fall off. And
Yeah,
there's
okay.
nothing interesting. You don't need to film on this.
No, but I think it is really interesting. So these are old machines that they made wool with. Oh yeah, a spinning machine.
Spinning machine, yeah, you know it. Or like flaxseed, this is flax. Or linen, that's linen. They had linen fields here.
Oh,
And
looks
they
like
break
hair.
the linen. Yeah, we have all the tools, like you break the linen with and then you use just the fibre of it.
Oops.
spin that into.
Amazing. It's like a museum, this house.
And this is Mum's room.
This is where your mum sleeps.
This is where she
Oh, it's a big room.
Yeah.
A single bed. When did your dad pass away, sorry?
2 years ago.
Oh, only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Did they sleep in the same room up until then?
She changed the bed around.
Oh, right. Oh, there she is.
There.
Hi, Hannah.
Oh, so I have a mess everywhere.
This is
And I
Hannah.
have to
Hannah,
sort out-
say hello because I'm sending this to my mum and dad. My mum and dad are David and Lorraine. And I'm
Oh,
showing them
hello,
where we're staying.
Australia.
Hi. So she's apparently, Susan just said, oh, she hates it when I do this because she'll be like, oh, the mess. It's not a mess. It's beautiful.
It's a mess. No,
So
it's not
interesting.
beautiful. It's all, but still a lot
Oh.
of stuff I have in here from Susan.
So okay, it's all Susan's fault that it's a mess.
Oh no.
Things I cannot get rid of, you know, so.
But look, Susan, come stand next to your mum.
Yeah, she's
Same hairdo.
Twins.
Same size, same hairdo. Hey, Mum, wait.
Hang on. I should go to but
yes,
So
Susan's
here we are from the
still a
hallway,
mess.
and up the stairs.
Still
Okay, so what's up here, Susan?
there.
This is the attic.
Yeah. So
But what are these?
This is for getting the hay out and the
Oh wow,
and
yeah.
there's the horse and carriage, and this was for the flax seeds. See, this is the flax
Hang on, let me come up on the other side so that the light is.
linen, and they would comb the linen through that until it became really soft fibers. First they
Oh
broke it.
wow! Can you guys see that?
Oh, yeah, that's what you do
Amazing.
with this. And this is the old. This is actually something really valuable. You know, cowbells. All the cows here have the bells on them because that's how farmers could tell if they're still around or if something
Yeah.
happened to them.
Yeah, the cowbell.
And what you can see here, all this stitching on there, that's made with, you know how you have feathers, and the feathers have these, like the stick in the middle. What do you call that? A keel?
I don't know actually, but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
The sticky bit in the middle of the
And they would split that and actually sew that with this,
No
because that would last
way.
forever. Yeah, this is really a lot of work.
Oh my god, the detail in this is unbelievable, you guys. You won't be able to see it from the
And that's all handmade.
video.
Yeah. Another pipe,
Another
funny
pipe.
looking one. Obviously, they were very much into smoking in those days.
Yeah,
They're kind of
well,
fun. Look at this. This is making cream and also butter.
butter and cream, a butter churn.
Yeah, so you know it.
Yeah, but
Turn in here.
oh wow, I don't think I've heard of one. I don't know that I've ever actually seen one where it's been
And
very
then
long
you
time.
close it, and then you have the cream and the butter separated, and then you can make butter from it. The longer you turn it, and then it turns into butter.
Yeah.
Over here, look, another one. Iron. This is a special iron because this actually had a compartment where you could put the coal inside. Yeah, so it
Alright.
would remain hot a lot longer.
Then the other one.
And then they would also use it at the certain, like the three holy, like certain time of the year. They put coal and you know the smelly stuff. It's the sap of the trees. You put it in there and it smells really nice, like in churches. And you'd walk around and there's smoke coming out. You've
Yeah,
seen that?
really? Yeah. I forget what they call it. Mum will be saying, I know, she'll be watching this video going, oh, that's called a blah, 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 blah.
And this is
The thing that the priest swings along.
this is a very high tech warm water bottle. You put hot
Bottle
water
warmer.
in here. This is just for your feet to put it in the bed, and also for the children, they would have this in here, and you could warm up the food for the children.
Oh,
So there you go.
all this
That's
cool
this.
stuff. All this beautiful wood. This whole house has got all this wood everywhere. It would be worth a fortune.
And in the old days,
unbelievably
it was
solid.
very important for the old, like for the farmers to have lots of people living here to work. So usually a farmer would have like 10 or 15 people living here. Here it was similar, but after the war, they were forced to take on people that were bombed from cities. So they would have to take 4 families. So there was a family living in this house, this room, and a family living in that room.
Right.
And that then became my room.
Yeah, because why? Yeah, okay, because your brother, I was going to say, why did your brother, and you have to share a room because you had these other families living here?
Yeah, but then,
Because it was farm time, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's different. Yeah, and out there is the attic.
In the attic? Cool.
This is still where all my shit hangs around, like all my.
Well, it's actually quite cool in here considering we're It's
Which
cool
is
in
weird,
here,
But here,
considering we're up so high.
You've got some treasures in
But you
here.
can see, before you show me the treasures, like you can see how thick these walls are. Look, these are the walls up here. And they actually go out past the window a little bit too. I don't know if you can see that there. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, Mum's taking all this stuff away.
It smells like wood up here. Like I don't know, cedar or something.
Your mum would know this too, yeah?
Yeah, bedpan. My nana, I know it too. My nana used one right up until she died,
Yeah, but
which is like, I don't know, 25 years ago or something.
I
What
don't
is it?
know.
What is it?
The bedpan.
Oh.
The pot, she used to call it. The chamber. Oh, the chamber pot.
I don't know.
Not the bedpan, sorry. The bedpan was that hot warming thing you showed us, but yeah, the chamber pot. No, this is an old Bavarian instrument, so that had that little cover on. This is like a cloth, a cloth cover with all
So
this.
you do and you play the
detail.
melody there. So you play melody and also the bass in one.
Sounds a bit.
Yeah, no, it's really old. Nobody has looked at it for years.
Yeah, just interesting.
But I'll show you how they played. This is how old? 1839.
Oh shit! I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm standing. I'm standing on your 1839. I see 1863.
19? Oh.
1867. It looks like.
Hmm.
Anyway. Yeah. Say this again. So your grandfather or your great grandfather?
Great grand. So my mother's side, his father, and I should show you some things. He made the presents of the diplomats when diplomats would go into other countries. They were given presents, and he made them all up from silver. He was situated in Hamburg. He was a professor, and he made stuff like this.
It's really hard to see. Can you bring it out so it's in the light a bit? Oh, it's a picture of it.
Yeah, just
Of course, because it was a present, you had to give it away. So
Yeah.
he made stuff like that for the diplomats to give to other diplomats when they were travelling to
Yeah.
overseas countries.
Yeah,
As
or like he would have, if he was going to Morocco, he'd build something like this, all out of silver. This is a
what is it?
really big. It's a praying tower.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he really did amazing stuff, this guy. We got a few pieces downstairs. Actually, I didn't show you. We even got an egg cooker. You probably haven't never seen an egg cooker like that before.
No, let's go see it now.
It's all the way downstairs.
Okay, so this is the egg cooker we spoke about up in the attic. So we're back downstairs
Very
now.
high efficient. Usually, it used to be a
Hannah.
roof up on here. He made this as well. So of course, it's in the shape of an egg.
Once I'm gone,
And
they will pull down here this old house.
No.
said that?
I said that they should turn it into a museum and you should charge admission and Susan can give tours like this to people.
so you put the water in here.
Yeah.
And then you put the eggs in this. In
Oh
here.
wow, yeah,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah.
this. This is really hard to gauge. This is for a 5-minute egg, and this is for a 3-minute egg because
So
you
how
have
does
to
it-
put petrol, not petrol, spiritus, ethanol in here,
Ethanol.
petroleum.
Oh, to make it heat up.
Metho or something
and
like
then
that.
you light it.
So this was enough. This
This
side
is
was enough for 3 minutes, and this
is
side was enough for 5.
minutes. And you have that light on there. You close it up, and it's done.
How great is that?
Cool, isn't it?
When's, so how old is that?
Ah, this would be also end of 18th century.
Wow.
That's when he sort of made it.
Like a museum house.
And Susan's dad's job used to be to. Oh, they don't
No. You have to do this first, and when they hang on, you got to do. Oh, hang on, I just do it too fast, and then when this comes down, you can put it up.
Oh, it's turning. What's
Yeah,
it?
you can do this.
You can't tell, but this is.
This is how you actually charge it again, and then it keeps going. It's the charger. It's a new version charger.
I don't know. Anyway.
This is something that Dad made from one piece of wood.
Oh, it's made from one piece of wood.
One piece of wood, nothing glued together.
Oh, wow.
Cool. He made another one.
Oh,
That he
wow.
gave to us, and he said so that the Australian, German, French.
There you go.
people
To
never
my dad.
breaks.
There you go. Challenge.
Challenge, make this.
Challenge not accepted, Dad is saying. Now we are back in. That's the front door. That's Hannah's house over there. Susan and Christoph's house is up this stairs. I'm going to take you up there now. So before I do, in this door here is Christoph's office. I don't know. He's possibly working. Let me just see. No, he's not. So just Christoph's office. Nothing exciting. So I go up the stairs. I pause for a sec. I did only pause for like 2 seconds because here we are at the top of the stairs. So Susan, oh, she's this. How long ago did you build this side, your house on this side?
I fell down, I think, in the 80s.
Oh, there was another part of the house that
Yeah,
fell.
this is the farm part of the house. So downstairs were the cows, and up this is the haystack where we are now.
Oh, right.
We're living in the haystack. So the beams are still original, and you can actually see upstairs where you live. Some of the beams still have some writings on there of people when they hit their head.
How amazing
from
are
late
these?
1845.
So these are the original beams from
Yeah.
the haystack.
From the 18th century, yeah.
And we are on the second level. So, down
Second level.
down the stairs
are
is the ground.
pigs,
ground level, and we've just come up to the
haystack, but this was open to
Yeah.
the very top.
the first level.
No floors.
ground floor. Then this is first floor. Although overseas they call it. No, we would call it in Australia the second floor, first floor and second floor. But overseas in Europe they call it zero. Zero ground level is zero, and then up is first floor, first level.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have it right. It makes much more sense to say it that way. But anyway, so yeah, down below us were the cows.
And now we're sitting in the haystack, which was opened right to the top, and this is where they would keep all the hay for the winter to last to feed the animals. And if you go upstairs into your room, I'll show you this.
We'll go upstairs to where we are staying in a minute.
I
But
see.
first of all, Christoph, this is Susan's husband, Christoph.
Hi.
Yeah, this is for my mum and dad and my family.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing we're doing historical tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The tour of the mess.
What is this first?
This is also another one of those heaters.
Same type of thing?
It's called
That you,
Kachelofen. Tile oven we call it, and you heat it once a day, and then it stays warm the whole day.
yeah, okay.
Because all of these tiles are.
So I know
this
you-
is actually from the 18th century. It's a very valuable thing.
It's beautiful.
Between,
It's really shiny and obviously doesn't get
I thought it was
used.
made in 2000.
Yeah, this is model
200.
2000. This is actually
200
the
people.
200 of the Mercedes dad's car that I crashed. So it's just
But has this ever been used? Because it looks like
Yeah.
brand new.
No,
So it's still in working order, but you just don't use it.
no, we do use it.
Oh, you do use it. You actually use it for a heater. Amazing.
Yeah.
So all these things in this house are all just, still, they still use them. There's a bathroom. Nothing exciting really, but I'll just show you. Obviously, this is the kitchen and the living room. And that is Susan and Christoph's bedroom. Susan, I'm just going to go out here for 2 seconds.
But make sure you don't leave the mess.
Okay. She doesn't want you to see the mess. There's no really any mess. They have these amazing windows. Look at that. They can tilt them and open them. They have them everywhere. Not just in this house, but all over Germany. So this is a beautiful little backyard with this metal staircase. That was her dad's workshop in there. I don't quite know how to get across there, apparently. But I mean, look at the door. It's so cool. And this is their chickens. She's got 3 chickens that she treats like children. And they roam free. Last night we got back from Croatia, and she couldn't find one. And her and Christoph spent about an hour and a half looking for it, and then they found it. God love it. It had must have been away from the house for a few days because see how you can open that? So cool. And it was sitting on 10 eggs. So obviously she said it's done that before. So it obviously escapes to so it doesn't have its eggs taken away from it. Poor darling. All right, so I'm going upstairs now, Susan? Yeah. So Sheldon and I are staying up here, which is effectively the attic. Ours will be messy. So this is like, it has its own separate kitchen. It's like another house. You could actually rent this out to have 2 people. So this is our bathroom that we are having with this amazing skylight that opens up, and you can see lovely all this wood. So these are the original beams that Susan was talking about from downstairs, and they still go all the way up here. So they've utilised these throughout the this new dwelling part that's been built. And this column here, is this new or is this old?
This is new. There was never a chimney in here.
But this is new beam or old beam?
This is a new one, but these ones.
But these ones are the old.
But hang
yeah.
on, I'll show you some inscriptions here. You have to come over here. There is, yeah, this is actually in
So this is the old bin.
the style of writing here is Sütterlin. Before we had German, like the Latin letters,
If you can see.
we used the writing
yeah.
Sütterlin. And someone actually wrote there, "Oh bloody hell, hit my head again," and his name was Anton Schuster. And there it says 1875 is when he hit his head. Obviously, he was putting hay in the haystack, and the hay was up that far that he could write things on there.
And Sean and I are sleeping in there. I should write my name on there and say, I've hit my head on the bloody wall again.
Yeah, exactly. You hit your head too.
And Susan actually has her office. She works from up here. So she's actually an English teacher and she teaches students online. So, and she's also an amazing and creative artist. She started off as a milliner, and then she became more into, she says a weirdo, more into clothing as well. But she makes sometimes, like this is made out of paper. This is all paper. Paper that she's made this dress out of. Obviously it's just standing here, but look, she's so clever, so talented.
No, not at all.
Yes, she says no, not at all. Yeah, right. No. Can you see this dress?
Just a bit stupid in the head.
How?
The Alps here, when you look outside the window, they're called the Alps.
Oh yeah, the mountains.
Yeah, the mountains. And the Alps, they were basically, this used to be the ground of the sea, and it was pushed up, and then the Alps sort of were created. And a few years back, we went for a walk up on like probably 1,500 meters high. I was walking across this field, and there were cows inside the field, and I found this this was actually tilted upside down, round piece of stone. I thought, oh, this looks interesting, and I lifted it up, and look what I was. It's actually a snail of some sort. You see the shape of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this would be ancient.
A fossilized.
It's a fossilized snail.
Holy
yeah.
crap! You should never let anyone get their hands on that. It's probably worth billions to some archaeological site.
That's right. At first I was like, oh, am I allowed to take that? And then the other one goes, yeah, well, if you don't take it, I take it. So there it is.
I just want to show them the window. See, look, they have all of these amazing, at the moment, that's, so the window. Okay. So I showed you the one upstairs, so that's locked. And then they have to this half position which can open. And then if you go up like this, then they tilt. How cool is that?
So it doesn't slam.
And they,
And no one can climb in.
And no one can climb in. So, and they actually have them, not just here in this house, but they actually have them in lots of places all over Europe. We've seen them in Spain as well.
They're airtight.
And they are airtight. Yeah,
So
very clever.
insulation.
Very clever mechanism.
Double glazed windows, so you got two plug in and the heat stays inside.
Yeah, and they have
And
them.
cold outside.
And they have them even. I'll show you down here. Like the whole, like this door does it too. Like this door does it too. So window closed. Door is locked. Can't open. Door opens. Door. The whole door tilts. See? So cool. We don't have anything amazing like that in Australia. So just outside of this amazing door I just showed you is this beautiful decking, and get a load of the view. I don't know if you can see, it's really hard to see if I zoom in. It's a bit hazy today. But those are the Alps in the background, the German Alps. And that is what we actually had to drive around. We had to drive around that to get to Italy and also Croatia. So, well, we certainly drove around. I know we drove around it to come back from Croatia, but I think we actually went a different way, I'm not sure, to Italy. But yeah, it's just stunning here. So now you can see, well, now I'm downstairs I just showed you the view from upstairs, and this is their front of their house. That's Hannah's car, which she won't let anyone drive because she says this is the last car I'm going to have and I don't want anyone to stack it because I don't want it to have any more damage and it has to last me until I die. Which I said, well, it's going to be about another 15 years, I reckon, before Hannah croaks it, but and yes, we all hope so. She's just gorgeous. But they have this lovely garden out the front with, it's very hard to see in the sun, but some nice flowers, and they've got some salad and other vegetables growing, beetroot, celery, spring onions, other stuff. And they actually, I'll have to get Susan to show you this later. I'll get her to show you this later, but she actually pumps water from here. I don't know how it works, but I assume you guys know. But she actually the other day was literally pumping water into the bucket, the watering can, and hand watering the garden. And because they are really here, very careful, environmentally careful and friendly, so they're very careful with water. They're extremely careful with gas and electricity. Everything is like gas and electricity are supplied by Russia, and Russia is of course at war with everybody, and they have actually reduced their gas supply. It was originally down to 50 and then 30, and at the moment they're down to 20% capacity. So they make sure they switch everything off when they're not using it. Like when we went away, we turned everything off. Even the fridge, not the main fridge that Susan and Christoph have because it had a lot of stuff in it, but Sheldon and I've got a small fridge upstairs. We had that turned off. They unplug everything. They not just turn it off, they unplug it from the walls. Anyway, I showed you. So this is more of their garden. And so this is the house from the outside. So there, straight ahead, is the balcony I was just standing on before, where I showed you the amazing door. Well, all the doors are the same, of course, but this is Hannah's side of the house, the white, the original house, and this is Susan and Christoph's, which has got you can see the new building up the top. And I will now go out the back and show you at the back. At the back, and there's really not too much to show you. Here is Hannah's side, the original part of the house, the white here. That's the back door opposite the front door before. So Susan and Christoph's is from this side on with a wooden part. And then this is the barn that Sheldon and I were in at the beginning that we showed you where they had their wedding. And this was, I haven't been in here actually, I haven't even been over close. But this is actually a big workshop. And they rented it out for a little while to someone who has actually just stopped using it. So, it looks like there's some sculptures and stuff in there. I had to ask them who was renting it. Looks like maybe an artist or something was renting it. But yeah, so you saw earlier as well. You might not have seen it earlier. I'm not sure how I'm going to organise this video. You either saw it at the beginning or I'm going to show you after this. But I went for a walk this morning. Not this pathway here, which is like someone's driveway, but this other pathway just here, just behind this, just after this tree here. And I reckon I walked about 5, maybe 6 kilometres this morning on that walk. But if I could run, it's really hard. I'd have to run too far up the hill to show you how beautiful this place is, but it's so amazing. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So you can see why I said I was really looking forward to getting here and having 3 weeks of just rest and relaxation, because it is like being in the country. And there's a lot of farmland, and although Susan and Christoph don't actually live on a farm, they live with farmland and beautiful mountainsides and amazingness all around them. So it is just somewhat perfection. So there's Susan and Christoph's house, that's their barn, that's the workshop I just showed you, that was a tree I was talking about. And this is the path I walked up this morning. I don't know if you can see out there, but like, it's just picture postcard, stunning, unbelievable, this place. Beautiful. And so you can see, yeah, they're surrounded by all this land, and that's their neighbour's house over there. Morning walk in Bavaria at Susan and Christoph's. Just gorgeous.